Certainly most people in hockey thought, well, the Rangers got control now. They go into Vancouver and win 2 games there, so they can wrap it up at home. The New York papers really did build it up as the night the Rangers win the Cup, and that was certainly the theme in New York.
All the policemen on horseback ready to, because there was going to be an explosion of celebration after that game. They had the parade route ready, there's no doubt about it. New York was ready for a big celebration.
Parade was planned and party was planned. It was ready to go, and that was a strange game.
I think the way the game went, it looked like it was the Rangers' night too. The Canucks were up 3-0 in the game and looked like they were in great shape. And then in the third period, the Rangers just turned it around and scored 3 relatively quick goals. And the third one that tied it was Mark Messier.
It's a beautiful feed to Messier. Messier shoots.
And so Messier scores to make it 3-all in the third period, and people are on their feet saying, this is it, this is the night.
Messier scored to make it 3-3, and I'll never forget, that was the most crazy building I've ever been in. There was arms flying everywhere. I mean, when he scored down the wall there, and then 30 seconds later.
Right after Messier's tying goal, Dave Babbage scored for the Canucks. They just went right back down the ice, and it was a bad goal. It was one of Richter let in a bad goal.
You know, I think, Dave Babbage said it best. He said, you only get here once in a while, or maybe never, and we don't want this to end. I remember that being said. So let's just go make this thing last forever, as long as we can.
In it went, and instead of the Rangers having the momentum, all of a sudden they were deflated.
Scored to make it 5-3 and 6-3, I think. So that was a real seesaw game.
Hey, they started it. They win Game 5, and I can remember there were this crowd of guys in front of Jim Robson and I, sitting just below us. They took us out of the regular press box because it was an overflow, and they give it to the TV guys. So they put the radio guys down in a kind of a makeshift back part of the upper deck. And guys would stand up anytime there was a close play. It was very difficult for Jim to call the play-by-play and for me to see what was going on too.
Tom Larshot and I were right among the fans, and these big guys, the 4 big fans that sat in front of us were there for all 4 games in New York, so we got to know them after a while.
When we started to get a little banter, I said, I did. And Jim got a big kick out of this too, and I kept saying, don't count your chickens, buddies. Don't count your chickens. And they, yeah, we'll see. Boom, Vancouver wins Game 5.
Go back on the wagon! Yeah, back on the wagon! Woo! There's another game to see.
After the game, Mrs. Griffiths was downstairs there, and I went and hugged Mrs. Griffiths, and I said, how'd you like that, Mum? And she was just thrilled, of course, and it was a very happy time. The players, when Frank Griffiths died, put his initials on their shoulder patches and their uniforms. So through the Stanley Cup playoffs, Frank's initials were there.
you know, with his initials on our jersey, it was like fate was with us. It was like he was there kind of pushing us along, and I think that really, we started believing that anything could happen at that point.
I'm ecstatic, but I'd be more ecstatic if the fellas could pick up 2 points.
After the game, the travel was very tiring. Boy, I was exhausted, and I wasn't playing any of the games. But I remember going down to the bus after the game, because as soon as the game is over, bus to the airport, and you get on the plane, you get into Vancouver at like 5 or 6 in the morning.